Good evening. Chris Cottrell joining you from our Logos broadcast booth here at Cleveland Field in Scottsbluff, where tonight it's the second edition this season for the Twin Cities Legion baseball rivalry as the Westco Zephyrs host Gering Platte Valley Companies. Glad to have you watching on KNEB.TV. Yep, that includes Allo Channel 15 and Mobius Channel 1500, or listening on 106.9 The Trail and some other streaming online at KHYYFM.com. Appreciate you making time for baseball tonight on the Rural Radio Network. We'll hear from both head coaches ahead of first pitch here on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show shortly. But first, let's set the stage for you. We'll start with Gering coming off a 1-2 weekend in games at Fort Morgan, Colorado, and over in Laramie. Split the doubleheader against Fort Morgan, and then things kind of fell apart a little bit in the final inning at Laramie on Sunday. We'll hear about that with head coach Rick Kenneman. It was an 8-7 loss. Westco had a disjointed week last week, got canceled in Rapid, quickly found replacement games in Loveland and lost a pair to Thompson Valley, then got beat at home in a doubleheader by Laramie on Friday and had their games at Casper canceled for Saturday. This will be the second meeting of the season between the two teams, with Gering winning a 1-0 pitchers duel earlier this month. Great pitching matchup that night between Gering's Jack Franklin and Westco's Wyatt Hott. They combined to give up no runs and strike out 23 hitters in that extra inning affair. In the just completed juniors game, it was a 5-inning final as the Express beat BNC Steel 14-5. We've also got baseball tonight on KNEB 960 and 100.3 FM as the West Nebraska Pioneers are home to play Wheat City. The Pios clinched a playoff spot over the weekend by winning the Clark Division first half title, so they'll be in the postseason with home field advantage for the divisional round series. Coverage already underway tonight with Zach McKinstry for the Pios and Wheat City on KNEB. We need to hear from the head coaches here on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll start with Gering's Rick Kenneman when we come back right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The affordable new MX series has a lot to offer. The versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. A spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. Excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and built to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Welcome back into our Platte Valley Company's pregame show tonight on the Rural Radio Network. Legion baseball coverage, this time from Cleveland Field for the rivalry showdown with Gering and the Zephyrs. Let's catch up now with Gering head coach Rick Kenneman. Coach, wound up a 1-2 weekend on that road trip to Fort Morgan and Laramie, split on Saturday, and you played just the one game. And overall thoughts on maybe how things went and how the team played?
It was okay. We played pretty well on Saturday. It's always pretty competitive with those guys. I would have liked to have gotten both of them, but, we got through some things and got our pitching straightened around, so we're okay with that. The game on Sunday was played in a driving rainstorm, and there was just no way that we should even have been out on the field. And that we got it finished, and once again didn't burn up pitching. So it's okay.
It looked like maybe that seventh inning things got a little haywire in the bottom half with them and the comeback win. Was weather a part of that, or was it just not the best half inning for you?
Yeah, it was a big part of it. I mean, slipping and sliding all over the mound. It was a driving rain. There was wind blowing and raining like crazy, and I don't know why we were still out there. I guess maybe I should have emphasized it a little more to the umpiring crew that there was some safety issues there.
Tell you what, first time around with this matchup, it was quite a ball game at your place and quite the pitcher's duel that night with Jack and Wyatt Hott. So if we get anything near close to what we got that night, it could be the same story. Short night or super long night, who knows when we go home.
Well, yeah, and it was a very, very good and well-played Legion ball game. Been my experience, so usually when you have a game like that and the teams meet again, it's almost opposite. It's either high scoring or a rout or something like that. It never seems to play out the same.
So you said you got your pitching in order. Just looking at box scores, I see someone that's probably available for tonight. What's the plan?
Well, we're going to go with Feynman. He got to Riley. He got to throw just a little bit over in Laramie, but it really wasn't a fair shake to him. And he's well rested, and we'll be able to put him out there.
And we'll get you out of here with a quick key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of that lifetime warranty. Finishing up with Rick Kinnaman. You talked about maybe a different style of game than the first time around, so what's it take tonight to get in the win column, Coach?
Well, I think we're going to have to just make sure we keep our focus on what we need to do on our at-bats and, when we're in the field, throwing strikes, that sort of thing, because there can be a lot of things that can, be distracting during a rivalry game like this, especially the second time around.
There you have it with Rick Kinnaman. First pitch coming up here in just a few minutes. Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Chris.
We'll come back with Jeremiah Luber, head coach for Westco, right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff. Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
We're back tonight on the Rural Radio Network, just a few minutes away from first pitch here at Cleveland Field. Westco taking on Gering. We heard from Gering head coach Rick Kinnaman. Now time to visit with Zephyr skipper Jeremiah Luber. Coach, appreciate the time. I guess let's go back quickly to Friday, the 2 losses to Laramie, and really whether it's that or any other game, you're really just looking for consistency, whether it's a doubleheader start to finish, 7-inning single game. You want to see these guys start to put complete games together, don't you?
Yeah. I thought for parts of those games and in certain parts, whether it was the 2 pitching performances that we had from Porter and Wyatt, some clutch hitting that we had, some of the best baseball we played all year against a very good Laramie team. But, at the end of the day, we didn't do a few little things here and there and to get wins, and so that's where we just got to keep working. We got a couple weeks at this where we got some stuff that we got to get corrected, and I feel like we can be pretty good when we do.
Pretty big game here tonight because you come off canceled game Saturday, not the busiest of weeks, this week. So really, I'm guessing both teams going to be loaded for bear here, trying to get a win.
Yeah, and again, just like I alluded to earlier. For us, we just want to come out and play some solid baseball, continue to find ways to win, put ourselves in those positions like we did Friday night, and then, excited for the opportunity for our kids to start overcoming those situations.
What's the pitching plan for tonight? Who you plan plan on handing the baseball to, and anybody in the hopper after that you have in mind?
Well, we're going to kind of play it by Hunter McCollum's going to start. He started on Thursday against Alliance, and then obviously that game was cut short, so he's rested, he's fresh, and then pretty much all hands on deck. We don't play again until this upcoming weekend, so we're going to have pretty short leash on guys. Need them to come in and throw strikes right away.
And we'll get you out of here on this one, Coach. Quick key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. Is there anything in particular to help cleaning up defense, or is it just simply guys got to have their heads in the games and make plays, Coach?
Well, I think it's a little bit of that. The confidence to know that we're going to make certain plays, some difficult plays and pressure situations at the end of the game. I think one thing tonight that'll really help us out is getting off to a good start, finding a way to get that first run across the board and playing the game ahead. And, that was something obviously when we played last time that neither team was able to do till the ninth inning. So when we get scoring opportunities, we got to take advantage of them.
Yeah, a 1-0 game over at Oregon Trail Park earlier this month. Time to close out the month of June with Westco at home at Cleveland Field to take on Platte Valley Companies. Coach Luper, appreciate it as always. Best of luck tonight, and we'll probably talk to you after the ball game.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a bunch, Chris.
You bet. We'll come back. First pitch approaching right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Huh? No. With you on the Rural Radio Network, KNB.TV, radio tonight on 106.9 The Trail. Small bit of operator error on my part, leading things off tonight. We are good to go now, both on the TV and the radio side. So kind of what I was talking about when we thought we were hitting the airwaves earlier was just kind of a quick breakdown on this matchup and who's been doing what. Westco last week, disjointed week, got canceled in Rapid, had to find replacement games in Loveland for the next day, lost 2 there at Thompson Valley, got beaten at home in a doubleheader by Laramie on Friday, and had their games at Casper canceled last Saturday. For Gering, coming off a 1-2 weekend in games at Fort Morgan, Colorado, and over in Laramie. They split the 2 at Fort Morgan, and then things kind of fell apart a little bit. You heard Coach Kenneman talking about it in that final inning at Laramie in a driving rainstorm on Sunday, and what turned out to be an 8-7 loss. So that's kind of what these two teams have been up to coming in. Second meeting of the year between the two. The first time around, Gering won a 1-0 pitchers duel. Great matchup between Jack Franklin and Wyatt Hott. They combined to give up no runs and strike out 23 hitters in that extra inning affair. Neither of those two pitchers are getting the baseball from their respective head coaches tonight. For Westco, it's going to be Hunter McCollum, and for Gering tonight, it'll be Riley Shaneman getting the start. So Shaneman for Platte Valley Companies, McCollum for the Zephyrs here for our Big Legion matchup. In town, Twin Cities rivalry contest with Westco hosting Gering Platte Valley Companies. In the juniors game from earlier, the Express on their home field here, a big winner over BNC Steel. That final was 14-5. Two head coaches meeting at home plate right now. Umpiring crew going with the red umpiring tops for tonight. So they're going off color than what you're normally used to. So red for the umps. We'll have plenty of blue, green, yellow, and orange as our colors out on the diamond for this evening. Probably get introduction of starting lineups going here in just a moment. Also get to the playing of the national anthem. So we gave you the two starting pitchers, Riley Shaneman for Gering, Hunter McCollum for Westco. The starting lineup for Platte Valley Company shakes out like this. Brady Rudzimski will lead off and handle the catching duties tonight. Riley Shaneman, the pitcher, in the two-hole. Dalton, and he is swinging a red-hot bat, .459 the average for Shaneman so far this season. Dalton Weiss in the 3 spot playing first. Riley Hoke cleans up and plays center field. Hitting fifth is left fielder Adric Kahn. Jack Franklin gets the start at shortstop tonight. He'll bat sixth. Then the bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9. You've got Mason Brumbaugh in right, Blake Green at third, and Tristan Strau serving as the second baseman. We'll step away, and when we come back, we'll have, we'll keep it right here. Keep it right here. Give you the defensive setup for Westco, as we've got behind the plate. The battery mate for Hunter McCollum is Dario Rodriguez. At first base, Isaiah Torres. The two-bagger tonight is Jarrett Richter. At shortstop, Porter Robbins. And handling duties at the hot corner, Carter Reisig starts at third. Left to right in the outfield, it goes Jared Baltazar, Wyatt Hott, and Jace Heimerman. Hunter McCollum gets the start for Westco. Let's give you his numbers on the season. McCollum comes in with a record of 2-3. This will be his 7th start of the year and 9 appearances. He's thrown 32 and 2/3 innings, which is second on this Zephyrs ball club. McCollum's ERA, real solid 3.00. He struck out 49 in 32 innings pitched. 49 strikeouts in 32 innings. He's walked 17 batters so far this year and hit 6 men. So that's kind of a look at your starter tonight for the Westco Zephyrs. Hunter McCollum again behind the plate. Dario Rodriguez, Brady Rudzimski, Riley Shaneman, and Dalton Weiss. Rudzimski comes in batting .356. Told you Shaneman at .459. He's also cracked 3 home runs, and he is second on the team in runs driven in. Shaneman is with 25. The next man in the order, Dalton Weiss, leads the team with 28, and he's got a .367 average. So should be fun. 1-0 was the final as Gering prevailed on their home turf earlier at Oregon Trail Park earlier this month. I believe that was, May 7th. Yeah, May 7th for that first matchup. A Monday night over in Gering. Brady Rudzimski strides to the plate. We are just about set and ready to go. First pitch in a moment, always brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff, where it's always love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal there. I'll be here in our Logos broadcast booth all night long at Cleveland Field. You can get by the shop at Logos, 10th Street, downtown Gering. Get all those screen printing and embroidery needs taken care of. Shop the showroom and, get with Jeremy and get that order in, get that purchase made. They'll take care of you for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. That's at Logos. We are underway. The 0-1 pitch from McCollum. And getting inside with the heater on Rudzimski, and a check swing, and he fouls that one back and out of play, first base side. So 0-2 the count as McCollum deals to Brady Rudzimski. He's got the average at .356, and McCollum trying to find the punch-out pitch. A fastball rides high and tight on Rudzimski. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. And McCollum back to work. Fastball. Checks in upstairs once again. 2-2. Top of the first inning, Legion baseball coverage tonight on the Rural Radio Network. And that ball is going to be caught. They're going to say caught in left field. A diving grab made by Jared Baltazar for the opening out of the ball game. Radzimski, a little looping liner into short left field, and making a diving catch is Jared Baltazar. We'll put a star in the scorebook next to that one. Now Riley Shaneman steps in, batting .459 on the year. And he falls behind 0-1. So McCollum's thrown first pitch strikes to the first two hitters he's seen tonight. A good sign for McCollum. The pitch. Fastball, strike two. Shaneman, 3 home runs. Three for Shaneman, 3 for the ball club. He's driven in 25 on the year, second on the team in that category. And the 0-2, Shaneman fouls that one back and out of play. Count at 0-2. And McCollum rocks and fires a fastball up in the zone. Shaneman can't do anything with that. And Hunter McCollum records his first strikeout of the night. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Gering looking for their first base runner of the night. Diving catch in left made by Baltazar. Strikeout of Shaneman. And in steps Weiss, who's hitting .367 with 28, a team leading 28 ribbies so far this year for the left-handed hitting first baseman. The right-hander McCollum goes to the off-speed pitch, and that one floats high and away, 2-0. McCollum works off the extreme first base side of the pitching rubber. And here comes the 2-0. Down and in, 3 balls and no strikes. Weiss 29 hits in 79 official at-bats, and he's also done a great job walking more than he struck out so far this summer. 19 free passes and just 11 strikeouts. And the 3-0 zone expands just a little bit. That makes it 3-1. Weiss thought he'd drawn ball 4, not the case. And now the 3-1 offering from McCollum. Another fastball fills up the zone, and that runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. And good job by Weiss to slap that one foul. Third base side out of play. And we'll do it all over again. The 3-2 offering from McCollum to Dalton Weiss. And slaps that one backwards to the screen. So Weiss doing a good job keeping the at-bat alive these last 2 pitches, fouling off. Ball's out of play, and here it comes again. And this time McCollum misses well wide, and the first base runner of the night comes on a 2-out base on balls from McCollum as he issues it to Dalton Weiss. Weiss aboard, and in steps Riley Hoke. For Hoke this summer, he's hitting .301. He's driven in 21 runs. Hoke graduated last summer, playing his final year with the program. Here's the pitch from McCollum. Home plate up, thought about it, but a little bit high. 1-0 the count. 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Twin Cities rivalry matchup for Legion baseball here tonight at Cleveland Field. And Hoke fouls that one back to the screen. Game time temperature at 79 degrees. Wind blowing out of the southeast at 10 to 15. So the flag blowing towards the left center field wall. This ball is popped into short right. A diving catch is made by Jarrett Richter, the second baseman, leaving the infield, sprinting towards the right field line, full-on extension, 2 diving grabs by the Z's in the top of the first inning, and that'll do it for Platte Valley Companies. After 1/2 inning, we're scoreless on the West Coast scoreboard.
If you're like me, you're willing to travel for a good steak and a great dining experience. Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in downtown Bayard has just that. Some of the Panhandle's tastiest flat iron steaks, ribeyes, and even prime rib. Pair that with a Western dining experience in our quiet dining room or fun-filled main dining area, you and your family are sure to have a great night out on the town. So if you're looking for a great new restaurant to try, you just gotta head on over to Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in Bayard, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
Leadoff batter for the Zephyrs be number 6, left fielder Jared Baltazar.
Glad to be with you tonight. Chris Cottrell here in our Logos broadcast booth in the press box at Cleveland Field. We head bottom of the first, a scoreless ball game with Westco at home taking on Gering Platte Valley Companies. A great top of the first inning for the Westco defense. Diving catches in left by Jared Baltazar, and the second baseman Jarrett Richter with a diving grab towards the right field line from his second base post. And now a little looping liner that bounces once, picked up out at second by Tristan Strow, and they retire Jared Baltazar for the first out of the inning. Let's give you the numbers on Gering starting pitcher Riley Shaneman for the season. Riley's thrown 23 2/3 innings. He's got a record of 2-3. Fine ERA, though, at 2.66. He struck out 30 in 23 innings. Shaneman, his battery mate behind home plate is Brady Radzimski. These two have worked together for a long time. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike. 1-1 to Wyatt Hott, who comes in batting .325. His average has been steadily rising throughout the year. Driven in 7, he scored 23 times. Hott, the left-handed stick, waits. Fastball down low. Two and one the count, one away, bottom of the first. Scoreless at Cleveland Field for Westco and Gering. The pitch, and Hott goes down after that one and fouls it back out of play. And the 2-2. Hott out in front. Two-hopper to Dalton Weiss. He'll overhand it to Shaneman, who snags it and steps on first for a quick second out of the inning. 4-3 and 3-1 on a couple of groundouts to this point for Shaneman. In steps Hunter McCollum for Westco. McCollum batting.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Legion baseball coverage on the Rural Radio Network tonight. Chris Cottrell along, KNEB.TV, 106.9 The Trail, and streaming at KHYYFM.com. Scoreless as we start play here in the top of the second inning. It'll be Adrian Kahn, Jack Franklin, and Mason Brumbaugh, the three hitters due for Platte Valley Companies. Hunter McCollum, the right-hander, goes back to work for the Zephyrs, and he blows that one past Adrian Kahn. Well, 1 count to start off the leadoff man here in the second. Kahn, Franklin, and Brumbaugh. The pitch from McCollum. Boy, jammed him, and he hit that one off the handle, bounced it to McCollum, who came off the mound towards the first base line, fielded his position cleanly, and flips to Panda Torres at first base for the opening out. Here in the top of the second, that'll bring in Jack Franklin. Franklin batting .261, 12 RBIs, and 23 runs scored this summer. McCollum got the start here at home last Thursday night against Alliance. That game was rained out at the top of the third inning with the score tied 1-1. And about the time the game was rained out, it appeared McCollum was starting to settle into his rhythm on the bump. And a wave and a miss at the breaking ball there from McCollum by Franklin. And the 0-2. Fastball high and inside. Ball and 2 strikes the count, 1 away. Bases are empty. The pitch to Franklin. And this ball is fisted in the air. Dario Rodriguez got tripped up, trying to get out of the home plate dirt area to get back and try and make a play on that. Not sure he would have had enough time. That ball did not get a lot of air coming off the bat. One and 2. 1 out, Reisig at third. Porter Robbins at short, Richter at second. This ball is skied in the air. This one's going to stay on the infield. Who's going to take charge and call it? It's Porter Robbins, the shortstop, with the catch on the infield dirt for out number 2. And that brings in Mason Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh batting just .121 this year, officially 4 for 33, does have 3 RBIs. And he's the starter tonight at second base. Check that right field for Gering. Wave and a miss at that delivery from McCollum, who's in front again. 0-1. High leg kick for McCollum. And Brumbaugh missed that one by a wide margin. 0-2 now with 2 outs as McCollum looks to make quick work of Gering here in the top of the second. And fastball misses off the outside portion of the plate. Carter Reisig, the third baseman, thought it was strike 3. He was about 3 steps towards the dugout, where he had to hit the brakes. 1-2. McCollum. Breaking ball over for a called strike, and that'll do it as Brumbaugh strikes out looking. A 1-2-3 top of the second for McCollum through an inning and a half at Cleveland Field. Gering and Westco scoreless right now on the Westco scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard.
It's perfect for me.
This bed is way too soft.
Just what I needed. This bed is just right.
So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home. Anyone may need rehabilitation at some point in their lives. Morrill County Community Hospital can help. Double board certified Masumi Wilroy is now here to help patients recover following an injury, illness, or disabling condition. It may include brain injury, stroke, back pain, sports injury, arthritis, or neurological disorders. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
5, 6, and 7 in the order here in the second inning for the Zephyrs. Robbins, Reisig, and Rodriguez with Riley Shaneman throwing on the mound for Gering. There's an infield roller out to short to Franklin. Double clutched on the throw, not in time.
Robbins is aboard. That'll bring up.
That'll be an infield single for Porter Robbins. So leadoff man aboard. First time in the ball game for either team. The leadoff man's aboard. Carter Reisig, the third baseman for the Z's, now standing in. Blake Green, the third baseman, comes a step or two in on the grass in front of the bag at third. Weiss holds Porter Robbins on at first. Double play depth up the middle. With a right-handed hitter at the plate, Riley Hoken center a few steps toward left. Wind blowing that direction on anything in the air. Here's the pitch from Shaneman. Now he'll step off and throw over. Shaneman sets and delivers. Fastball is outside. Robbins leads from first. Pitch from Shaneman. Robbins breaks the throw from Radzimski. They got him. A stolen base attempt for Robbins. And good throw from Radzimski. Tristan Strow covering and made the tag on the back end of the body there from Robbins on the head first dive into second base. So a caught stealing, leadoff base runner erased, and a 1-2 count now on Carter Reisig. And Reisig goes down. First strikeout of the game for Riley Shaneman. So 2 pitches ago, leadoff man aboard, nobody out. Fast forward those 2 pitches, bases empty, 2 away. And in steps Dario Rodriguez. Rodriguez so far this year hitting .234. He's driven in 12 and scored 11. And he swings through a first pitch fastball. Breaking ball over for a called strike from Shaneman. Rodriguez down to the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Shaneman struck out 30 coming into tonight. He's got 1 on the evening. That ERA was at 2.66, and for McCollum, the ERA 3.00. And another off-speed delivery from Shaneman. Oh, 2 count, 2 away. Bases empty. And here comes from Shaneman. Fastball in the dirt. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning. We had a big-time pitchers duel at Oregon Trail Park the first time this year when these 2 teams met. Sort of trending that direction here in the early going tonight, it would appear, with McCollum and Shaneman putting some zeros up on the board for the first 3 half innings. And Shaneman about to add another here in the bottom of the second, and he does. Swinging at a high curveball. No contact there for Dario Rodriguez. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Riley Shademan. We are through 2 here tonight at Cleveland Field. Still scoreless between Gering and Westco on the Westco scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Another fine sports sponsor for us is Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all those quality automotive repair needs. We head to the top of the 3rd inning tonight. Cleveland Field, our location. Glad to have you watching or listening with the Rural Radio Network, KNB.TV, 106.9 The Trail, and KHYYFM.com. It's Westco hosting Gering Platte Valley Companies. Gering came into play tonight with a record of 20-8, and for Westco, the record at 14-19. Hunter McCollum has 2 strikeouts through 2 innings, and that ball hit the rubber, comes off, fielded by McCollum. He's got time to make the play. The pitching rubber absolutely robbed Blake Green of a base hit into center field. That ball took 1 bounce off the bat, hit the rubber, bounced right back in front of the pitching mound.
Now batting second baseman, number 6.
And then good awareness there by Hunter McCollum to find it, locate it, get to it, pick it up, and make a clean throw on the money to Isaiah Torres. 1 away, and it's Tristan Stroud now, the 9th place hitter in this Gering lineup. Base is empty, and he's behind no balls and 2 strikes. Couple of heaters there from McCollum to Tristan Stroud. Coming into play tonight, Stroud batting .268. He's driven in 21 runs, and he looks at 3 straight. Back to the dugout he heads, going down looking. 3rd strikeout of the night for McCollum. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning for Platte Valley Companies. Back to the top, and Brady Rudzimski, who lined out to left fielder Jared Baltazar, who made a Web Gem style catch, diving in towards the infield to rob Rudzimski of a leadoff single to start the game in the 1st. And the pitch now from McCollum. And he bends that one in there for strike 1. It'll be Torres, Richter, and then back to the top for Westco and Baltazar. In the bottom of this 3rd, the pitch from McCollum. And quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Rudzimski fouls that one back to the screen. We've had just 1 base hit so far. Oh, check that, 2 base hits. McCollum and Porter Robbins each have singles. And here's the pitch from Hunter McCollum. Rudzimski back even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And yanking that one into the other batter's box, McCollum. Spiked that one. And from 0-2 to 3-2 as he tries to avoid a 2-out free pass here to Rudzimski. And the fastball misses upstairs. So a good AB from Rudzimski.
Rudzimski's aboard via the walk.
Fell behind
Number
0-2.
99, Riley Shaneman.
And then 4 straight outside the zone. Tanner Gartner will be on for the courtesy running appearance here for Rudzimski with 2 outs. And Brady will get to the dugout, start to get the catcher's gear back on. Riley Shaneman, he struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Here it comes from McCollum. That ball is lined to Jared Richter at second. So another 0 goes on the board. We have played 2.5 here at Cleveland Field, still scoreless between Gering and the Zephyrs on the Westco scoreboard.
The 100th annual Oregon Trail Days rolls into Gering July 8th through the 11th. Barbecues, street dance, food fair, a car show, 2 parades, Old Settlers Luncheon, bicycle hill climb, mud volleyball, a pancake feed, chili and barbecue cook-offs, an art show, a craft show, and a quilt show, a carnival, beer and wine tasting, and Sawyer Brown with Ned Ledoux at 5 Rocks. It's summer's best weekend. The 100th annual Oregon Trail Days, July 8th through the 11th.
In boot, new and old.
We've got a scoreless Legion ball game for you tonight here so far on the network. A couple of hits for the Zephyrs, and they'll get their cracks at it here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scoreless between rivals, Gering and Westco here at Cleveland Field on a Tuesday evening. We were at 79 degrees at first pitch, plenty of sunshine here tonight at the ballpark. Wind blowing from right towards the left field wall, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour. Isaiah Torres, the first baseman for the Z's, stands in. He's got a 1-1 count. Riley Shaneman is on the bump. Shaneman was set to start game 2 at Laramie on Sunday, but that one was rained out, so he gets the baseball here tonight. And Shaneman misses low and outside. 2-1 the count on Torres. Isaiah Torres this year batting .130. And he's driven in 4, scored 3. There's the pitch from Shaneman. This one popped up in the air, foul, backing out of play. Leading things off here, bottom 3, Torres. 2-2 the count. Shaneman struck out the final 2 men he faced last inning. His first 2 Ks of the night. He's got Torres at 2-2. We'll see if he's got him set up for a put-away pitch here. Little tapper as Torres stays alive. Nice crowd on hand tonight, as you'd expect, for Westco and Gering. Scottsbluff High drill team with Angie Hines performing between games earlier.
Torres down on strike.
And Torres goes down swinging.
Second baseman, number
So
1,
3 straight punch-outs for Shaneman. And that'll bring up Jarrett Richter. Richter batting .221. He's driven in 6 and scored 17. Here's the pitch from Shaneman. Richter shows bunt, gets it down, and that'll be a bunt single for Jarrett Richter.
Richter's aboard with the bunt single.
Third hit of the night for Westco. McCollum, Porter Robbins, and Richter have base knocks. That one for Jared of the bunt variety. And back to the top of the order now, and Jared Baltazar. Hit a little looper on the infield. One hop the second baseman, Tristan Stroud, made the play on the throw to first. So Baltazar 0 for 1 on the night. And this one with the infield drawn in at third. Probably would have been through regardless. A base hit in the left field for Jared Baltazar. Back-to-back singles for the Zephyrs. And the first rally we've seen for either team tonight. It comes with one out in the bottom of the third. And any bit of run support tonight going to go a long way in deciding this thing. It was a 1-0 final earlier this month at Gering, with Gering coming out on top in extra innings. Scoreless already in the bottom of the third here tonight. And you heard Coach Luber, or if you heard Coach Luber during the pregame show, saying we need to try and get on the scoreboard first tonight to build some confidence and play from in front. And they've got that opportunity right now, bottom three. 4 hits for Westco. Gering hitless through 3. And Wyatt Hott stands in. Grounded out to the first baseman in his first at-bat, and the count is a ball and a strike on the left-handed hitting center fielder Wyatt Hott. He struck out 12 Gering hitters in that 1-0 defeat earlier this month over at Oregon Trail Park. Runners lead from first and second. This ball is looped in the air, twisting foul, and that'll bounce a few feet foul down the left field line. So Hott couldn't get that one to drop in fair. And he'll grab the bat and have to stand in and take his cuts again. He'll choke up just a little bit on that stick with 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. 1 out, runners at first and second for the Zephyrs. Here it comes from Shaneman, and the count moves to 2-2. Yeah, it was Hott and Franklin locked horns that first go-around in Gering. Jack struck out 11. Wyatt had 12 punch-outs. He wants to avoid that right now at the plate. Little tapper on the infield, and I think we might get base runner interference, possibly. We'll see. The throw comes to the plate. Run comes in to score, and I think Rick Kinneman is about to leave the dugout. And we're going to get a meeting of the umpires. So an infield roller out towards short. Jack Franklin got run into by the lead base runner, Jarrett Richter, and I guess without that specific rule in front of me, it sure looked like the infielder's got to have a right to field the baseball. And I think they're going to have to call him out. Long conversation continues. Coach Kinneman is just waiting on edge right now. I mean, it was right in front of everyone. Both umpires had to have an absolutely clear view of the play. As it stands, a run came across. There's runners at second and third, and they are going to call the runner safe at home. Safe at home. So that'll be an RBI single for Wyatt Hott. Coach Kinneman staying composed. So Richter comes in with the first run of the night. And now Coach Kinneman wants to get the explanation from both umpires here together. That'll be, I guess we should, well, they've already signaled safe. I don't think Coach Kinnaman's going to be able to change their mind here during conversation number 2. So Baltazar at third, Wyatt Hott standing out at second base. Give Richter an RBI. Or excuse me, Hott the RBI. And Richter came in with the game's first run. So the conversation continues now with Coach Kinnaman and both umpires here tonight. A 1-0 score at the moment. The Zephyrs threatening with runners at second and third and 1 out. They've already racked up 5 base hits against Riley Shaneman. Coach Kinnaman continuing to plead his case. But they've already made the call. They got together. Maybe about a minute's worth of conversation. Home plate umpire exited the pitcher's mound, signal safe, and now Coach Kinnaman out along the first base line trying to drive his point through. He's at least been able to speak his piece, and Coach Kinnaman will head back to the dugout, and his squad trails 1-0.
Now batting for the Zephyrs, number
So
19,
Richter scored the run. They've got Hott at second, Jared Baltazar at third. 1-0 lead for the Zephyrs, and a big spot right now for both squads. Riley Shaneman front and center on the mound for Gering. Going to try to keep this rally to a minimum. And the Zephyrs know they need more here in this spot. 1 out, runners at second, third, and Hunter McCollum's going to have to find a way to put the ball in play. That is charge number 1 here for McCollum. And the 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball for a called strike from Riley Shaneman. And now Brady Radzimski calls time, and he'll make a quick jog out to the mound. They want to make sure they've got this game plan right here. Big spot in this game, bottom of the third. It was a 1-0 score earlier this month with Gering winning. 1-0 now Westco leading on their home field. Bottom 3, chance for more for the Zephyrs. Shaneman comes set. Checks on both runners, and he came inside. That fastball just bearing down on the hands of McCollum. Couldn't do anything with it, and the count is 1-2. Shaneman definitely looking for the strikeout here. Breaking ball, ducking out of the way, and that thing came back, and boy, it gave it a good run trying to get that called strike 3 just outside, probably, or just inside. And now the 2-2, a check swing, blooper to third. Blake Green will throw across the diamond for out number 2, so they get the sure out at first base as McCollum picks up an RBI. Did his job, put the ball in play, and got the runner in from third base. So that ought to be high fives around for Hunter McCollum in the Westco dugout. He picks up the RBI and the 5-3 ground out. Zephyrs lead 2-0. And their at-bats continue here in the third inning. 2 away. Wyatt Hott, the runner at third. Jace Heimerman, the hitter. Heimerman waves and misses at one. It was outside the strike zone. So far this year for Heimerman, the average at .353, and he is second on the team with 21 RBIs. Shaneman ahead now, no balls and 2 strikes as Heimerman fouls one out of play, first base side. So Westco has been able to jump in front. And the 0-2 from Shaneman, that one in the dirt. Good Radzimski, nowhere to go for Hott at 3-0. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Z's. And Hunter McCollum, their staff ace on the mound. Shaneman for Gering brings it home. Porter Robbins smashes one into center. That'll hang up and really right in his tracks, barely moving Riley Hoke for the third out of the inning as Robbins lines out to center. Well, the Zephyrs cracked the seal first here tonight with 3 in the bottom of the third. They lead at 3-0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Your volume discount dealer.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Dalton Weiss.
Back at it here in the top of the fourth inning. A 3-0 lead right now for Westco as they get 3 runs in that bottom of the third. It'll be Dalton Weiss, Riley Hoke, and Adric Kahn, the 3 men do right now for Gering in the fourth inning as they try to get something put together offensively against Hunter McCollum, who has yet to allow a hit so far tonight. Through 3 innings, he has issued 2 free passes. And he's got a single strikeout in each of the first 3 frames. Weiss leading things off. He drew that first walk of the night. This ball is lofted, and that's going to drop fair deep down the left field line. Picking it up just shy of the fence is Jared Baltazar, and there's the first hit of the night for Platte Valley Companies as Dalton Weiss goes the other way.
Bringing up center fielder number 26, Riley Hope.
With a 2-bagger in standing up at second, Gering's got the leadoff man in scoring position. First hit of the night goes for extra bases, and just like that, Gering already threatening here in the fourth. Nobody out, and Riley Hoke at the plate. Interesting play in the bottom of the third on that ground ball to short. They ruled no interference. There's another ground ball. This time Robbins fields, and that'll be an E on Robbins, E6, as the throw drew Torres off the bag.
Hope is aboard.
And now Gering trying to
left fielder number 18, Adric Kahn.
Get a rally put together and start to answer right back. 3-0 Westco, top 4 here at Cleveland Field on a Tuesday evening. Glad to have you on the Rural Radio Network. How about Monument Physical Therapy? They offer that great bumps and bruises program. What is it? 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. That's Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. Showing bunt. Now they throw behind the runner at first base. Diving in safely is Riley Hoke. The lead is 3-0 for the Zephyrs. It's Gering with Adric Kahn at the plate, now down no balls and 2 strikes. Showing bunt. They are willing to give up 1 out to, at a minimum, try and get that runner from first base to advance to second. And in a perfect world, maybe the run comes in from third. Bunt probably off now with 2 strikes, and it is. Kahn swings away and fouls that one back to the screen. Oh, 2 the count on Adric Kahn, who bounced out to McCollum, the pitcher, in his first AB. Good job by Dario Rodriguez, sliding to his right to keep that ball in the dirt in front of him. Franklin in the on-deck circle for Platte Valley Companies. Gering trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Here's the pitch from McCollum, and that fastball outside, or maybe a little bit low. And the count is even, 2-2. Runners at the corners, they lead. Double play depth up the middle. The pitch from McCollum to Kahn. He plugs a gap out there in left center field. They're going to wave in the second runner. Hoke rounds third. The throw to the plate is late, and Gering gets a 2-run double from Adric Kahn. And just like that, Gering is back to within a single run. It's Westco leading 3-2 on the 2-run double from Adric Kahn to left center field.
Shortstop number 22, Jack Franklin.
So Weiss and Hoke score. Give Kahn the 2 RBIs. He's at second. And Gering will send Jack Franklin to the plate. Franklin will be followed by Mason Brumbaugh. Kahn leads from second. McCollum sets and delivers. Fastball high but in the strike zone for called strike 1. Three in the third for Westco. Gering's come back to score 2 so far here in the top of the 4th. They've got their first 3 hits of the game here in this 4th inning. Porter Robbins committed the throwing error out at shortstop. It's kind of helped this inning along here for Platte Valley Companies. 0-2 the count. A trio of Scottsbluff Bearcat basketball players about 5 rows deep here. I see Austin Tyne with Tyler Hari and Jackson Ostick, I do believe, with the hat on. And a swing and a miss from Franklin. And that's the second out. Check that, the first out of the inning.
That'll bring up number 14, the right fielder, Mason Brumbaugh.
And now it's Brumbaugh's turn. Brumbaugh struck out looking in his first at bat in the second. It's the top of the 4th. Gering scored twice. They trail 3-2. McCollum looks back at the runner at second. Fires home. Fastball for a strike. Runner's off. They're going to have him dead to rights at third base as Rodriguez guns out Adric Kahn trying to steal third.
Rodriguez for out number 2.
Oh, and 1 the count on Brumbaugh. 2 away here in the inning. Now 0-2. As Hunter McCollum pitches with the bases empty, and he racks up his second strikeout of the inning. He's got 5 Ks through 4, and we've played 3.5 here at Cleveland Field. Gering gets 2. They cut the deficit to 1. It's 3-2 Zephyrs after 3.5 on the West Coast scoreboard.
50-50 raffle coupons. Get them out.
Many people suffer from sleep disorders. Most are undiagnosed. Issues related to sleep apnea are heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, drowsy driving, and ADHD in children. Western Sleep Medicine specializes in sleep diagnostics and treatment. Just one overnight visit to one of our accredited sleep labs is required. This is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. You have a choice, and we offer the most cost-effective methods. Western Sleep Medicine. We're here to help. Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Gering gets their first 3 hits of the ball game in the top of this 4th inning. They're able to score 2 runs. Westco did commit 1 error, and Gering, one of those outs recorded on the base paths, and a couple of strikeouts for Hunter McCollum. Zephyrs leading 3-2. It is 6, 7, and 8. In the order for Westco, Reisig, Rodriguez, and Torres. They've collected 6 hits. Already off Riley Shaneman. This is a foul tip at home plate. And the count is 0-2. Two runs on 3 hits. No errors for Plant Valley Companies. 3, 6, and 1 in those same columns for Westco. Reisig, the leadoff man here in the inning, down no balls and 2 strikes. Looks at a high fastball, way up and in from Shaneman. 1-2 the count. The right-hander, Shaneman, misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes coming into action tonight. Carter Reisig was hitting .340 with 8 RBIs and 13 runs scored. And that ball is smashed into left field. A leadoff single here for the Zephyrs in the 4th.
Out into left field.
7th hit of the game for the Z's. And in steps Dario Rodriguez. He struck out in the 2nd. Dario entered play tonight at 2:34. Wind continues to blow towards left, from right field towards left field. Blake Green is way in at 3rd. With the runner Reisig at first base. Nobody out. It's a 1-run lead for the Zephyrs. In front 3-2. Big lead for Reisig. Shaneman comes set. Long look in. I think Dario trying to call time right as Shaneman was stepping off and throwing over. Rodriguez waggles the bat, now settles it, and a fastball for a called strike. 0-2 on Dario Rodriguez. Jeremiah Luber coaching in the 3rd base box. Trent Richter over at first. On first is Carter Reisig, checking those signs out. Weiss holds him on. 3-2 the lead for Westco. Reisig leads from first. The pitch, and Dario Rodriguez goes down swinging.
Rodriguez down on strikes.
That'll bring up Torres, who struck out as well.
First baseman, number 36.
4 strikeouts on the night now for Shaneman. McCollum's punched out 5 thus far for the Z's. Torres hitting under 130 now after that first ABK. This one in there for strike 1. Reisig leads from first. Green way in on the grass at third, defending against a possible bunt. As Shaneman misses up and in to Isaiah Torres. It's 3-2 lead for the Zephyrs. Started out 5 zeros in a row on the board, scoreless through 2.5, and then bottom 3, the Z's got 3. Gering came back with 2 here in the top of the 4th. We play bottom 4, 1 out, runner at first. Reisig breaks with the pitch. Strong throw again. Oh, in and out of the glove of Tristan Strow. He knew it was getting close for the tag, and a stolen base. For Carter Reisig. 2-1 the count on Panda Torres. With Reisig now ranging off second. Shaneman takes a look back and brings it home. Breaking ball popped in the air. Backing out of play, first base side. College World Series. Viewing numbers way down the last couple of days. I think after the NCAA booting NC State out and all the uncertainty of why were they able to play one day and not the next, people kind of lost interest. And I'm frankly kind of right there with everybody. Vandy trying to wrap it up tonight against Mississippi State. And that'd be back-to-back national titles. I've not seen a current score here. 3 straight foul balls for Isaiah Torres, keeping the AB alive here against Riley Shaneman. Shaneman wears number 99. Torres going with the lime green shoes. 2-2 the pitch from Shaneman home. Another foul pop. Rudzimski gives it a look. Sliding into that fence, just giving himself every opportunity. If that thing somehow stayed inside the boundary, it did not. And it is Torres battling still against Shaneman. Riley looks into Rudzimski, who flashes the sign. Shaneman comes set at the belt, checks on the runner Reisig. The 2-2 pitch. A breaking ball, and that hit Torres in the left arm.
Torres is hit by the pitch. That'll put Zephyrs at first and second. For number 1, second base.
So the Zephyrs with 2 men aboard, 1 out, and that'll bring in Jarrett Richter. Richter singled, bunt single in his first at-bat last inning, and that really kind of kick-started the rally for the Zephyrs. They scored 3 times. Shaneman's breaking ball over for strike 1. And now Rick Kenneman's going to make a trip out to the mound, and we'll see what comes of this. Interesting trip to make out at 0-1. There's runners at first and second. 1 out. Westco clings to a 3-2 lead. And Richter's at the plate now, no balls and a strike. Mound meeting over. Coach Kenneman will walk back to the first base dugout. Infielders go back to their respective spots, and Rudzimski back behind the dish. Torres the runner at first. Reisig leads from second. And Scheineman rocks and fires. And Richter bunts that one foul. No balls and 2 strikes to count on the Westco second baseman here in the bottom of the 4th. Wesco's put together a 7-hit attack to this point. Scheineman set. Checks on the runner. The righty delivers. And that breaking ball, I just couldn't get on top of it. Just left it floating up there high and inside to Richter, 1-2. Back to the top of the order in the on-deck circle, and Jared Baltazar, who's 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. Pitch from Scheineman, a called strike 3 on Jarrett Richter.
Richter called out on strikes.
5 strikeouts tonight. 4-1 Mississippi State, bottom of the 3rd.
Number 6, left fielder, Jared Balthazar.
Yeah, somebody was checking in on the live stream chat. We appreciate the score update. Hey, message us back. Tell us who it was. We'll let you know. 4-1 Mississippi State. Two outs, 1-0 the count. So the Bulldogs trying to keep things alive in Omaha for one more day. Breaking ball, and boy, Baltazar kind of got himself out of the way and must have clipped the inside corner. It's a called strike, 1-1. Jared grounded to second in the first inning and singled and scored last time up. And now the 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes. That back foot slip on him? Something there looked a little off on that swing. Oh, that was our guy Josh McBride watching the ball game down in Arizona, I do believe. Josh, man, hope all's well. Both teaching, coaching, summertime. Trying to steal third, and in safely is Carter Reisig. No, he's out. I thought I saw, or excuse me, Baltazar strikes out. So
Baltazar's out on strikes for out number 3.
that's how we go down here after 4. 4 complete. A 3-2 lead right now for the Zephyrs on the West Coast scoreboard.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
We're back at it here on the Rural Radio Network. TV coverage, radio on the trail. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Hunter McCollum back on the bump now for Westco as he'll face Blake Green, Tristan Stroud, and Brady Rudzimski. The power of KNEB.TV. Coach McBride watching down in Arizona. It also goes to show you the power of Scottsbluff versus Gering. Even for a Gering grad who's coached at both schools and being that far away from home base, still tuning in to watch a little rivalry baseball action here on a Tuesday evening. That one just missed the zone. So the at-bat continues for Blake Green. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. Check that 2-2 as he leads off, and now he's done as McCollum throws the fastball by him. 6 Ks tonight for McCollum. A 3-2 lead for the Zephyrs. In steps Tristan Stroud. Stroud went down looking in the third. McCollum, high leg kick, and the heater sails past Stroud, 0-1. Another fastball from McCollum. I mean, down here at the bottom of the order, probably not going to see a whole lot of stuff other than the old number 1. 0-2 with 1 out, and the pitch. High fastball, swing and a miss. Tristan Stroud is struck out for the second time tonight.
We're back to the top of the order with catcher number 11, Brady.
2 of the 7 strikeouts for McCollum. Back to the top, and Brady Rudzimski. So far tonight for Rudzimski, lined out to left, a diving catch by Baltazar, and then he walked and was stranded in the third inning. Westco got 3 in the bottom of the third. Gering got 2 of those right back in the top of the fourth. That's where we're at right now, playing top of the fifth. And Rudzimski, 2 pitches into his at-bat against McCollum, down no balls and 2 strikes. Hot McCollum, Heimerman set to hit for Westco in the bottom of the fifth. And the offering from McCollum. An infield roller charging is Robbins. Gets it out of the glove, not in time. An infield single for Brady Rudzimski. It comes with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth, and that'll bring in Riley Shaneman. McCollum, really got in the kitchen there against Rudzimski. Brady couldn't have hit that more than 6 inches above that top hand. And just a little slow infield roller. Robbins had to charge and just could not get it there in time. So a 2-out base runner on the infield single from Rudzimski. And Shaneman fires away at the first pitch and fouls one out of play. They're definitely swinging early in these at-bats against McCollum. And why not? If you think you're getting a fastball and 1 to hit, offer away, because he struck out 7. Now they'll throw down to first behind the runner. Dangerous play there for Rodriguez. If that ball just happens to get away, a base runner easily at second, possibly at third, and if that happens, you're a wild pitch away from a run scoring. Here's one upstairs. And the count at 2-1 on Riley Shaneman. McCollum sets and delivers. Fastball, strike 2. Big crowd here at the ball game tonight. Summertime in full effect in Scottsbluff at Cleveland Field. This one in the dirt. It gets away. Rodriguez tracks it down. He'll have to fire a strike. He throws that one into the outfield. Ball picked up by Jace Heimerman, and Rudzimski will put the brakes on at third. So that's a strikeout for 8th K of the night, third of the inning. Problem is the inning continues. On the wild pitch, Schaineman reaches first.
Now for number 12, Dalton Weiss.
That'll be an E2 on Rodriguez. And on the errant throw, Radzimski able to move to third base. And a chance for Gering to tie the game up with a base hit or even on a wild pitch right now. Pass ball, wild pitch. And Weiss doubled last inning to lead things off. It was the first hit of the night for Gering. Base hit here, and we're tied. Weiss looks at a strike from McCollum, 1-1. Righty on lefty as Weiss stands in. Boy, he really crowds the plate from the left-hand side. Now he moves that front foot back to the right a little bit, so he hits out of an open stance, but still crowds the plate pretty good from the left side. Swings, chops it on the infield, played behind the bag at second by Porter Robbins. Strong throw to Torres to retire the side. Weiss bounces out 6-3. We've played 4.5 at Cleveland Field. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth in just a moment with the Zephyrs in front 3-2 over Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
We do two pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
Chris Catrone, glad to have you watching on KNEB.TV, listening on the trail, or maybe streaming our broadcast tonight, excuse me, on KHYYFM.com. Moving things along here to the bottom of the fifth inning. Westco in front of Gering 3-2. It'll be Wyatt Hott, Hunter McCollum, and Jace Heimerman to hit. And there's a little roller out to second. Stroud charges. Ball gets under the glove. And that'll be an error on the Gering second baseman, Tristan Stroud. As Wyatt Hott reaches first. So the Zephyrs had a 3-run lead, quickly cut to 1 in the top of the fourth, and now we play bottom 5. They've got a chance to try and move this back to a 2-run lead this inning, or at least a multiple-run lead. They've got the leadoff man aboard. And the heart of the order coming up 3, 4, and 5. Schaineman throws a curveball over for a strike. Wyatt Hott leads from first. Schaineman comes set at the belt. Quick look back over at first base. Another look, now he brings it home. And a strike and a quick throw from Radzimski trying to pick Hott off first. He's back in safely. The count is no balls and 2 strikes on Hunter McCollum. After McCollum, it's Heimerman and then Porter Robbins. And now Hott leads from first. Throw over, back in safely. And now a called strike 3 to Hunter McCollum.
Down on strikes. That'll bring up right fielder number 30, Jace Heimerman.
7th K of the night for Riley Shaneman. Seven strikeouts for Shaneman. McCollum's got 8 Ks so far tonight to pitch. And there's a called strike. Another good throw from behind the plate, Radzimski, but too good of a break to throw him out. Stolen base for Wyatt Hott. So he's into scoring position at second with 1 away, and Jace Heimerman's the hitter, down no balls and a strike. Heimerman so far tonight retired on a fielder's choice ground out and then picked up an RBI single in the 3rd. Heimerman looks at 1 high. 1-1 the count on the Westco right fielder tonight. Shaneman paused, looked back at the rubber, and then wheels and fires home, and Heimerman shoots that one out of play. First base side, over near the Field of Dreams building. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Hott dances off second. Fastball high from Shaneman to Heimerman. Pitch from Shaneman. That ball chopped out to second. Stroud get another crack at it this inning. This time cleanly makes the out on the throw to first. So second out of the inning. It goes 4-3 off the bat of Heimerman. Advancing to third base is Wyatt Hott. And that'll bring up Porter Robbins, who singled and was caught stealing in the second. Then he lined out to the center fielder in the 3rd inning. Gets his 3rd at-bat here in the 5th. Base hit would make it a 2-run lead. A swing and a miss. Ball bounces away from Radzimski. Not far enough for Hott to scamper home, who had the play in front of him the whole way. It's a 3-2 lead right now for the Zephyrs. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Cleveland Field. Light starting to take full effect. The pitch from Shaneman for a called strike. 0-2 the count now on Robbins, who coming into action tonight was at .261 with the average. He'd driven in 9 and scored 15. Shaneman's 0-2. That ball is grounded into right field for a base hit. A 2-out RBI single for Porter Robbins, and the Zephyrs extend it to a 4-2 lead here at home against Gering. Good piece of hitting, went the other way against the fastball.
Now batting for the Zephyrs, third baseman number 40.
And Robbins picks up the always clutch 2-out ribby. His 10th run driven in this year. And now he'll break, and that ball smashed on the ground into left field. A base hit, second of the night for Carter Reisig.
Reisig with a single on the left. That'll put Zephyrs at first and second for number 13.
Reisig looking very aggressive with the bat in his hand tonight. He's 2 for 3, couple of singles. Robbins is at second. And the inning continues now for Dario Rodriguez, who smashes one foul. Way off the fence, I believe, over their first base dugout. Came right back onto the playing surface. They'll throw that ball away for now and give Shaneman a new one. He'll rub that one up. Well, I'll tell you one thing, that's a major topic of conversation right now in Major League Baseball, that they banned the use of the sticky substances for pitchers. Spin rates for pitchers Major League-wide have been dropping precipitously here in the last few weeks. A huge tumble. Strikeout numbers are going down along with it. Here's the pitch from Shaneman. The 0-2. Two-hopper, and that hit took a bad bounce and just rolled into right field. Run comes in to score. Reisig advances to third. It's back to a 3-run lead on another 2-out single, this time from Dario Rodriguez.
Reisig moves over to third.
As Robbins scores, Reisig to third. The RBI for Dario Rodriguez on the season, his 9th of the year. And some 2-out magic here in this inning for the Z's. Bottom of the 5th, they lead it 5-2. Yeah, quick one hop off the bat, and then the second hop, the ball hit right there on the edge of the infield grass and the dirt and just stayed down and rolled into right field. Hunter Garcia will come on as a courtesy runner for Dario Rodriguez. Coming up on a quarter till 9 o'clock. And Isaiah Torres hits with 2 outs and runners at the corners. A 3-run lead for the Zephyrs as Shaneman pumps a fastball past Torres up in the zone. Well, in or out of the zone, it was up and he threw it by him. Carter Reisig leads from third. Garcia from first. And there's a little chopper. Charging is the third baseman, Blake Green. That'll retire the side. So Torres grounds out 5-3. Zephyrs score 2 in the inning. We've played 5 tonight at Cleveland Field. Westco in front. At home on Gering, 5-2 on the Westco scoreboard.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
You might not know that Renewal by Anderson is a local family business. The owner here is Andy Stelflew. He's a 4th-generation rancher who learned about customer service and the land of opportunity early on.
Over and over again I heard, it's about the customer. It's signature service, treating the customer the right way. What a blessing it is to live in America. What a blessing it is to live in a country of the free, that if you want to do something grow, you can.
Renewal by Anderson, great windows and great local people who never forget it's about the customer.
Legion Baseball coverage for you tonight. KNEB.TV, 106.9 The Trail, streaming online. Chris Cottrell with you from our Logos broadcast booth here at Cleveland Field, with the Zephyrs in front of Gering Platte Valley Companies by the score of 5-2. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. To learn more, call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, you'll go far. Riley Hoke leads things off for Platte Valley Companies here in the top of the 6th inning. Hoke, Adric Kahn, and Jack Franklin due to hit for Platte Valley Companies. The pitch from Hunter McCollum, and he misses with that one to the backstop. And it's a 2-0 count on Hoke, who tonight has hit into a web gem out on a diving catch by second baseman Jarrett Richter over near foul territory on the right field line, going after a ball. And then Hoke reached on an error by Porter Robbins at shortstop. And he's ahead, 3 balls and a strike in this at-bat against Hunter McCollum, who his teammates just got him 2 runs to push the margin back to 3, and he does exactly what he didn't want to do, walk the leadoff man to start the top of the next inning.
That'll bring up number 18, left fielder Adric Kahn.
So Adric Kahn will stand in. He had a big swing of the bat in the 4th. A 2-run double out to the left center field gap. That made it a 3-2 game at the time. Now 5-2 in favor of the Zephyrs. So far tonight for McCollum, he's thrown 84 pitches, 105 the number he's got to work with. There's a called strike. An efficient inning here could get him through the 7th and a complete game. We'll see if he can make that happen. Not off to a good start in the inning with the walk of Hoke. Oh, 0-2 the count. And before the 2-run double, Kahn had grounded out to the first baseman. Rodriguez did his best to put up a good frame job on that offering from McCollum. Home plate umpire not biting. 1-2. Zephyrs lead Gering 5-2 tonight at Cleveland Field. And McCollum misses with the fastball. Nine pitches here in the inning already. 88 now for the game. 5-2 the score, 2-2 the count. McCollum. And there's an infield chopper. They will go to get the lead runner, and they throw the ball away. It gets into left field. Carter Reisig picks it up. That'll be an error on Jarrett Richter. A 3-run lead. You had an easy first out of the inning if you just make the simple play at first base. Trying to get the lead runner. Good throw. Would have had him. But it winds up 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out now for Platte Valley Companies, trying to rally once again. So Kahn reaches on the East E4, and Hoke able to go all the way to third base. So now Franklin, Brumbaugh, and Green, the 3 hitters do now for Gering. McCollum comes set. The pitch. Ball gets away from Rodriguez, and coming in with the 3rd Gering run of the night is Riley Hoke. Pass ball or wild pitch? Yeah. So pass ball on the catcher. Rodriguez should have been able to glove that one. And Gering, they'll gladly take the miscue from the Z's. 5-3, nobody out. Runner now at third base, Adric Kahn. That run would bring Gering to within 1. McCollum misses with a fastball high. And he's starting to lose command of the strike zone right now here in the 6th inning. Also probably a little bit frustrated. He's going to have to rein all those emotions in and get back in the zone. This is again 3-0. Pitch count up over 90 now for McCollum. He's got 105 of those to work with. And another one. 4 straight bad ones to Franklin.
Franklin is issued the base on balls. That'll bring up number 14, Mason Brumbaugh.
And it looks like we've got a pinch hitter now
Pinch hitter now, number 35, Mason Goodrow.
So Mason Goodrow comes on for Mason Brumbaugh. Goodrow hitting here in the 6th for Brumbaugh. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. And Gering trying to creep a little bit closer here at Cleveland Field tonight. Showing bunt. Goodrow, the ball bounces in the dirt. That'll be a wild pitch. And Goodrow goes from first to second, a free 90 feet right there. And Gering's got the tying run at second with nobody out. Leadoff walk started at Zephyrs. Gering scored one here in the 6th. Runners at second and third. The pitch and offering at the bunt. Now they've got Kahn caught in a rundown. And the throw from Rodriguez hits Adric Kahn in the back of the jersey. And a missed opportunity as the Zephyrs botched the rundown. I mean, you gotta make the play one way or the other right there. No balls and 2 strikes on Green. At least I think it was a strike. He looked like he offered. 0-2 the count. And Green at the plate. Gering lucky to still have that base runner at third. Fastball high. On the 100th pitch of the night for McCollum. And you can go over 105 to finish a hitter. And then that's it. 1-2 pitch. One out, runners at second and third. And this one fouled back over the press box and out of play. I don't know who I'm watching. Yes. Ball and 2 strikes, and that one is sprayed into right. That's going to drop fair. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and we are all tied here in the top of the 6th inning. Blake Green delivers a 2-out single down the right field line. And coming in to score, Kahn and Franklin. And the botched rundown comes back to haunt the Zephyrs, much to the delight of Gering Platte Valley Companies, as Kahn got a second life at third base. His teammate then made the Zephyrs pay. Green drops a 2-run single into short right field down the line. Picks up 2 RBIs. He's at first. Still just 1 out. And this will be the last hitter for McCollum. I guess if he gets him on this pitch, he could see the next hitter. And there's a ground ball back up the middle. They're only going to have 1 play at first. They get him on the out. Nice play. Sidearm throw from Porter Robbins gets out number 2 as Blake Green advances to second base.
And we're back to the top of the order with number 11, catcher Brady Radzinski.
So McCollum will be able to go 1 more hitter. And it's the top of the order. And now we'll get a courtesy runner on for Blake Green with 2 outs. Tanner Gartner is the courtesy runner. Jarrett Richter creeps in behind the bag, trying to keep the runner close. 2 outs. Runner will be off on contact. The pitch to Radzimski. Ball pops out of the glove of Rodriguez. He's had a pass ball already this inning. This one stayed right near him. So Gartner leads from second still. Radzimski stands in. He's got a huge gap out there in right center. Here's the pitch from McCollum. And this one up and out of play behind home. Hunter McCollum so far tonight has struck out 9. We are tied at 5. The pitch. There's a called strike 2. 1-2 the count on Brady Rudzimski. Skied in the air. Onto the outfield grass, second baseman Jarrett Richter crouching to make that catch, and that'll do it. But Gering scores 3, and with that 3-run, top of the 6th, we're all even at 5. Zephyrs and Platte Valley Companies 5-5 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
One hit. Chris Cottrell with you here tonight on the Rural Radio Network. We are heading to the bottom of the 6th inning at Cleveland Field. Figured it'd be tight between Westco and Gering. It's 5-5. Z's got 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. Gering got 2 in the 4th and 3 in the 6th. The Zephyrs have committed 3 errors defensively. Gering's committed 1. Zephyrs out hitting Gering 10-4. Gering got those 3 runs in the top of this inning with just 1 base hit involved. A pitching change. It's Gering ace Jack Franklin now on, replacing Riley Shademan. And the count is 1-1 on Jarrett Richter. 9-1-2 in the order. Let's get you the numbers on Franklin. He's been nearly untouchable this year. He's got an ERA under 1. How about 0.17? That is as ridiculous as it comes. He struck out 62 in 41 innings, and he's got a 5-0 record. And he leads the team with 41 innings pitched on the year. 0.17 ERA. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. And Franklin fires home to Richter. Franklin will pitch at Friends University in Wichita, Kansas, starting this next school year. Richter taps the plate with the bat and waits on the 2-2, and he looks at a breaking ball outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, McCollum walked the leadoff hitter. Is Franklin going to do the same? No. He induces a foul pop over to Dalton Weiss, the first baseman. He jammed Jarrett Richter. And Franklin, we could be here a while now at this point. With Franklin on in a tie game, Westco still could go to Wyatt Hott at any point. And the count is 0-1 on Jared Baltazar. Baltazar 1 for 3 tonight. And he's down, no balls and 2 strikes. Franklin working quickly. Franklin started and struck out 11 and got a no decision in the win at Oregon Trail Park earlier this month. And we'll see who comes into the game for the Zephyrs in the 7th. Franklin popping the mitt and misses down low. 2-2 the count. And against Franklin, if you get a base runner, you really got to try and get him in motion and get to second. And there's a called strike 3. Baltazar couldn't swing, get the bat off the shoulder.
Strikes for 2-8. That'll bring up number 3, center fielder White Hot.
Second strikeout of the night for Baltazar. First of the evening on the mound for Franklin. And it's Hot standing in. And Wyatt swings through the fastball from Jack Franklin. We are tied at 5. Yeah, I'd imagine Hot will be pitching here in the 7th. Missing upstairs, Franklin. Yeah, this thing could last a while. Hot fouls one back to the net, a ball and 2 strikes. The Zephyrs have had 2 3-run leads at different points tonight. Credit Gering for battling back each time. And there's another strikeout for Jack Franklin. Hot goes down swinging. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th inning. After 6 at Cleveland Field, we are tied 5-5, Gering and the Zephyrs on the West Coast scoreboard.
Recognize a few more of our sponsors here for Twin Cities Baseball.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The affordable new MX series has a lot to offer. The versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. A spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. Excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and built to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Well, Wesco's going to turn to Hunter Garcia on the mound. So Hunter McCollum able to get through 6 innings tonight here at Cleveland Field. Keep the box score pulled up here. And the pitch from Garcia. Getting into one is Riley Shaneman. He thinks it's gone. It is gone. Riley Shaneman turns and burns a solo shot. He leaves the yard to left field. He knew it the minute it left the bat. He was about 2 or 3 steps out of the batter's box, and he knew that thing was gone. A long ball for Riley Shaneman off Hunter Garcia. And Gering has their first lead of the night. It comes here in the top of the 7th inning. Shaneman hits his 4th jack of the season. This one was crushed to left field, and Gering leads it 6-5 with Franklin on the mound in the bottom of the 7th. Things now looking heavily in favor of Platte Valley Companies. So that ball was crushed off the bat of Shaneman. Two and one the count. Could barely get the stats pulled up for the season for Hunter Garcia. He's thrown 26 1/3. ERA is going to be more than the listed 664. He's struck out 12 in 25 innings. And the Zephyrs got 6 innings from McCollum. They went to Garcia. And making him pay was Riley Shaneman, a leadoff tater to left field. And now Gering in the catbird seat across town at Cleveland Field. And that ball laced into right field. A single off the bat of Dalton Weiss.
Weiss with a single into center field.
So Shaneman didn't have his best stuff out on the bump tonight. Still recorded 7 strikeouts. Allowed 10 hits in his 5 innings of work. And then comes up with a huge swing of the bat here against lefty Hunter Garcia. This one popped into the air. That'll get out of play over the first base dugout. Tucked back in behind the dugout and the fence. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Garcia rattled by the blast from Shaneman and gives up a base hit. This ball popped up behind home plate. Making the catch is Dario Rodriguez.
Both flies out in foul territory to Rodriguez.
So Weiss still at first. Shaneman is in the dugout. They are yucking it up, you got to imagine, in the visitors' dugout after that blast here tonight. I don't know how far it went, but Shaneman knew it was gone the minute he hit it. He had the platoon advantage against a left-handed pitcher. Fresh into the game, hunting a first pitch strike. And he deposited one over the left field fence. Riley Shaneman comes up big for Gering. A Gering win would jump their record to 21-8. A Westco loss. They dropped to 6 games under 500. Garcia's pitch. And Kahn looks at one wide. Adric Kahn had a huge swing himself earlier tonight. 2-run double in the 4th. And then he was lucky to not get picked off on a rundown from third base in the 6th, when Gering eventually tied the game with 3 runs. (6-5) Platte Valley Companies in front for the first time tonight. The pitch from Garcia and missing outside. Kahn is 1 for 3, reached on an error last inning. The double that scored 2 in the 4th, and he grounded out to McCollum, the pitcher, in the 2nd. And Garcia lost him on the 3-1. Ball 4 issued to Adric Kahn.
Kahn will put runners at first and second.
And that'll bring in Jack Franklin. And now we'll get a trip to the mound from Jeremiah Luber. Catcher Dario Rodriguez will join him. And they will point to the outfield and make a switch. We will step away, tell you about our pitching change when we come back. Gering has surged in front 6-5 on the Shaneman home run. Pitching change, breaking the action here at Cleveland Field. We're back right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff. Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
That ball was smoked. Heimerman, who comes in from right field to take the baseball from head coach Jeremiah Luber and Hunter Garcia. I was speculating that Wyatt Hott would be eligible to pitch tonight, but he pitched Friday and he needs that 4th day of rest to come back, so Hott was unavailable. So it was Garcia who the Zephyrs turn to here in the 7th. Hott unavailable, they go Garcia. He gives up the jack to Shaneman. 2 more runners are now on at first and second. With 1 out, Franklin at the plate, and it's Jace Heimerman on the mound now. Heimerman's got an ERA of 6.80. Jace has thrown 23 2/3 innings. He's struck out 34. He's also walked 25. So strikeout numbers are there, and the walk numbers are pretty high as well. Trying to keep the deficit at 1. Breaking ball in for a strike. A ball and 1 strike to count on Jack Franklin. Franklin, a .261 hitter coming into play tonight. Popped to short, struck out, walked and scored last inning. This would be a comeback victory for Gering and then some. Down by 3, battled back to within 1. Down by 3, battled back to tie, able to take the lead for the first time here on the Shaneman Blast. In the 7th, the pitch from Heimerman misses upstairs. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. And if you want to have any chance against Jack Franklin, you're going to have to keep the deficit 1-2 max. And now Franklin got hit on the left hand. So that'll load the bases as Jack Franklin gets hit by the pitch.
Hit by the pitch. That'll hold the bases up.
And they are loaded now
Mason Goodrow
for Gering Platte Valley Companies and Mason Goodrow to hit. He struck out swinging last inning when he pinch hit for Mason Brumbaugh. That was the 9th strikeout of the night for Hunter McCollum. Final line on McCollum, 6 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 9. 6-5. They're loaded up with Gering base runners. The pitch from Heimerman, and Goodrow Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Weiss at third. Adric Kahn leads from second. And it's Franklin hit by the pitch moments ago at first. The pitch from Heimerman, that one down low. 2-1 the count on Mason Goodrow. Blake Green on deck, due to hit this inning as well. Here's the pitch from Heimerman, and he gets the 2-1 over for strike two. Count even, 2-2. Score not even anymore. Gering's up 6-5 on the home run from Riley Shaneman. Here to lead this inning off. And now Gering is one more bad one outside the zone away from Heimerman from taking a 2-run lead here in the top of the seventh. And they've got Jack Franklin set to take the baseball and get back on the mound. And Goodrow goes down swinging. So a huge second out there for Heimerman. First out he's recorded here in the inning. And now it's Blake Green's turn. So Heimerman trying to keep it a one-run deficit. Got to get one more out. The bases are loaded here for Gering. If you're Gering, just trying to find one more base hit, maybe a wild pitch, a booted ball, anything. You'd love a little insurance run here. There's a ball, a swing and a miss. It gets to the backstop, to throw to the plate, and they tag out Dalton Weiss. So Weiss, not a bad decision, really. I can't tell you how good a break he got off third when the ball got to the backstop, but it got to the backstop in a hurry. So just the one run on the long ball from Shaneman. We'll head bottom seven. Gering looks to close things out here at Cleveland Field. They lead 6-5 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
The Zephyrs at the bottom of the seventh. Number 19, Hunter McCullough.
We had bottom seven, Jack Franklin on the mound to try and close things out for Gering Platte Valley Companies. He set them down in order in the sixth, picked up a couple of strikeouts. It'll be McCollum, Heimerman, and Porter Robbins. So they've got the right guys coming to the plate, 3, 4, and 5 in the order, and they need just the one run to tie things up. 1-1 count. Franklin brings it home. Down in the zone, 2 balls and a strike. 2 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth, 1 in the...
Try? You just gotta head on over to Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in Bayard. Open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering. Knew he got that one the minute he made contact, didn't he?
Yes, he did. As that's just one of those things as a hitter. Especially the level he's at, he kind of knows. But he did a good job of just staying calm in that moment. He kind of struggled a little bit up until that at bat. So it was just good for him to, good for us to see him do that, and good for him confident wise.
As a pitcher, he kind of knows the situation. He didn't have his best stuff tonight, made up for it in that at bat, but brand new pitcher on the mound. He had the platoon advantage against the lefty. You got to figure he wants to get the ball over the plate. He just went after it.
Yeah, he was ready first pitch. And that's something where a lot of guys feel differently about new pitcher coming in. You kind of want him to establish something first, but he was ready to go first pitch, and it paid off for him in a big way.
And at that point, you had to feel pretty good because Jack had just struck out the final two guys in the sixth inning, and he mowed them down 1, 2, 3, 5 straight strikeouts to end the game. So it really just set up perfectly after the Jack.
Yeah, we knew we had Jack in the back pocket, and we didn't quite know if we would get to him tonight with just the way the game was going. And, Shano did a good job of settling in. We had some breaks that didn't go our way. Due to our own errors, and then just some things that were out of our control as well. So it was good for our guys to weather the storm. But, yeah, anytime we can get Jack up there fresh late in the game, it's a pretty good feeling for us. And, he did a good job of staying in the moment, too, and just working his butt off up there.
Real credit to your kids. Down 3 runs multiple times tonight. You battle back to within 1. They stretch it back to 3. You battle back to tie, and then you go in front and win it. So you guys a bunch of gamers.
Yeah, we just told them to trust in what we do. We've gotten thousands of swings in this year. We fielded thousands of ground balls, fly balls, and so it's just a matter of, staying focused. We told them, we know things aren't going to go our way. We got to control what we can control. And the kids were resilient tonight. They did a great job of handling that. And, they kept believing in what we do, and it paid off for us in the end. And, I'm just super proud of these guys.
What'd you see on the ground ball out at short on the possible interference play? Did Rick say anything about what they told him?
He didn't really say a whole lot. It's just kind of a judgment call at that point. And there's no definitive evidence to prove one way or the other. And that one didn't go our way, and it hurt us a little bit. So I think we were a little down on our luck at that point after that happened. Next inning we threw up a 0. But then, we came back and we told our guys, we got to move past that. We can't go back and change that. And, we've got to stick to our approach, and we've got to play our game. And kids did a good job of believing in that. And, again, just super proud of these guys for responding the way they did.
A Tuesday night win over your rival. You sweep the season series from them. And this time of year, a few days off in a row, this is going to feel fresh, and guys are going to be feeling great because you don't play till Saturday.
Yeah, we are definitely looking forward to these next couple of nights off. It's been a real grind for us lately. So to get a win like that before a few days off, that gives us a huge win to build off of. Gives us a positive mindset going into our next couple of practices and hitting sessions, and it's really big for us, setting us up rest-wise heading into Ogallala on Saturday.
21-8 the record. A fine season continues for Platte Valley Company as they win it tonight 6-5. Danny O'Boyle, appreciate you stopping up. Congrats on the big victory.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet. My pleasure. We'll come back with more on our Runs of Postgame show right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leave Heads.
Anyone may need rehabilitation at some point in their lives. Morrill County Community Hospital can help. Double board certified Masumi Wilroy is now here to help patients recover following an injury, illness, or disabling condition. It may include brain injury, stroke, back pain, sports injury, arthritis, or neurological disorders. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home. Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill,
he just didn't have it tonight, really. The changeup's been his best pitch all year, and that first pitch, instead of driving his hips, getting that to the lower outer half part of the zone, I don't think it got there. So I was unfortunate.
And just like Friday, the tough part was you had the games canceled Saturday, so you couldn't get back at it and try to right the wrong. And now with this being on a Tuesday, you got to wait a few more days to get back out here and try to get that next victory.
Yep. We're going to get back at it and practice the next 2 days, and we're fully capable. We just have, for some reason, baseball's a weird game. For some reason this year, we've just had that barrier of finishing games. You look back on our season, there's probably 6 or 7 games that have been like this, and holy cow, does that flip the script on your season if it goes the other way. So, we still got a couple weeks here. We got 4 games coming up this weekend, quality teams in our tournament, and the next couple days will be important for us to really try to put ourselves in position to get this thing flipped around.
Westco head coach Jeremiah Luber. Coach, thanks for stopping up after a tough loss tonight. Best of luck at practice the rest of the week and heading into this weekend's tournament.
Yep, appreciate it.
You bet.
Chris.
We'll come back with more, wrap things up on our broadcast right after this on the Rural Radio Network as Gering wins it crosstown here at Cleveland Field. The final score tonight is 6-5 Platte Valley Companies on our West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Wrapping things up tonight from Cleveland Field with a couple of quick standout numbers here. Some Paul Reed post-game check on stats. Post-game numbers brought to you again by Paul Reed Construction and Supply. They've also got the Rock Pile Division service and equipment. Of course, Riley Shaneman, the big swing of the bat with the game-winning home run in the 7th. He also threw 5 innings, got the start, allowed 10 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, and struck out 7. How about Jack Franklin? 2 innings out of the bullpen. He picks up the win, struck out the final 5 men he faced, as Franklin stays basically untouchable so far this season. For Gering at the plate, we mentioned Shaneman with the one big swing. Dalton Weiss had 2 hits, and Adrian Kahn had a 2-run double. For Westco, Hunter McCollum started and threw 6. He struck out 9. And some key stats at the plate. Porter Robbins and Carter Isaac each had 2-hit nights. RBIs for the Z's from Hunt, McCollum, Heimerman, Porter Robbins, and Dario Rodriguez. Quick check on numbers brought to you by Paul Reed Construction and Supply and the Rockpile Division Service and Equipment. With the win, 6-5 for Gering. They improved to 21-8. The Zephyrs dropped to 14-16. That'll do it from Cleveland Field for tonight. Appreciate you watching on KNB.TV. Hat tip to TJ and Riley here, making things happen on the TV side. And, of course, all our great listeners on the trail and streaming online. Gering wins it 6-5 here at Cleveland Field. They win the season series from the Z's 2-0. That'll do it for tonight. Have a great rest of your Tuesday evening.